What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Down South Adventures. Now, this one's a little special. We're coming to you from the Southeast Overland Camping event. I think that's it. It's a lot to put in your mouth. Yeah, it is. But anyway, we're going to do a product review this morning, and if you remember this light from Outask, it was a Kickstarter that I backed. Love this product, favorite light. Well, they've got something a little outside of the box that they're doing now, but you know we love the fur babies, so I had to give it a try. So this is going to be their new inflatable dog bed. Now, on this trip, we don't have our dogs with us, so we're going to have to borrow some dogs. So, you want to tell them who you are?
Yeah, I'm Milo with Flexus Alexis YouTube channel. We're small, we're kind of lucky to be here today. But we do have Henry, who's more famous than me. Henry, come here, buddy. Henry, come, buddy. Come on. Yeah, thanks a lot. Anyway, Henry is going to try out the bed this morning. We're going to let him, because everybody loves him. He's much better on the camera than any of us.
And he's bougie. He's bougie, so he needs a bed. Nice. All right, so we've got this little Flextail Max Pump. You saw us use it for our mattress and things like that, but he's got this really cool air gun. So we're actually going to open this thing up and try to use his air gun, because it looks like it may be pretty quick.
These things are so amazing.
So let's try it for this thing.
Give it a shot.
Now, they have multiple sizes of this bed. I did opt for the large because I didn't know if I was going to be using it for our Loki, who's 110 pounds. So I think it's going to be big enough for Henry. So I'm just guessing we fold this thing
pretty
out.
much crashes in that. So
Oh, then this is going to be fine.
He's gonna be in luxury.
So right off the bat, it's the same PVC that we're seeing at a lot of these inflatable campers. Feels really nice. Go ahead and touch that, buddy. I know you want to.
Yeah.
Got some good branding here.
Looks strong.
You've
Looks
got
like it could go in the pool,
zippers.
too.
And it looks like, I'm not sure what the zippers do, but let's blow this thing up and see what it looks like. So it looks like our blowhole is here in the back. So let's pop it open.
There's a one like that.
Oh, that's fast. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. So I wonder if this needs to be unzipped.
We'll give it a little
Refresher. And
go.
so with that in, now the air is not escaping and we're not trying to like shut it super quick. We should have probably read some instructions, but you know, that's not how we work over here. So what's really cool is it makes this little fortress. So you've got these snaps.
There we go.
And so now, like, look where Henry was.
Yes.
And let's put this in its place.
Watch the fire, please.
I'm watching the fire.
Come here, buddy.
Now Henry can lay
Come here.
like a king.
Yeah, lay down. Lay down.
He's like, what is this?
What
Lay
is
down.
this?
Lay down.
He's like, yeah.
Oh, you like that?
I got a big bed. You got a big bed, Henry. That's a big bed. Yeah, what you think
So
of
it
that?
doesn't take up a lot of space. It's got a good R value. It looks like it's got a complete protective layer on the backside to keep the bed separate. All right, so one of the cool things about this that we weren't really paying attention to before, I'll let you hold the stake so I don't stab this thing. But if you notice on the back side here, you've got a full cover. And this thing comes up and you can actually fasten it around here, just like that, to hold it in place. This is giving it protection from rocks, hot sand, you name it. This is just kind of covering everything up. And if you ever tear this, now you don't need to replace the entire cushion. The same can be said for this. All of that zips off. So say your dog is digging and digging and digging, now you just have to replace this. You don't have to replace the whole thing. The material that this is made out of, it's not going to take on water. You can throw raw steaks on here, spray it off, easy to clean. The cool thing about it is I have the large size, so I don't think this would fit like in your rig right now. But
Henry normally rides right here, and we have looked everywhere to find something. And this kind of fits because it's 30, but it's not good this way. So this one is a little big, but I think the next size smaller would be ideal.
like maybe the medium would fit in.
We could go in, but it might have too much air, but it's close.
Yeah,
But anyway.
so the size medium would be perfect for that
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, because of the material that it's made out of and the inflatability, you now have a good thermal break between you and the ground. So this is gonna keep heat and cool from coming in and affecting the dog. So it'll have a nice regulated temperature here. I just love the concept. Deflated, it takes up a tiny amount of space. The fact that you can just spray it off, wipe it off completely clean, nothing's gonna stick to it. And because of the material, you saw that bed slide on his wood. This is not gonna slide around. This is gonna, once you put it somewhere, because it's kind of a rubber feel to it. So I think this is a pretty cool product for sure.
Now I would also add, if you have a water dog that likes the water, this is going to be great because it floats.
Yep, absolutely.
If you're rafting, dog can float along with you, or if you're at the beach, it's perfect.
And you've got plenty of ties to connect this thing to your raft.
You know, even the material underneath is really strong.
Yeah,
it's surprisingly
good.
thick. So
it feels really good.
Even with the 2 layers, I think this is a pretty adequate rig.
And so if you're worried about this thing blowing away, they do send it with a stake kit. So we can actually stake this thing down, and it's a nice stake.
They're nice.
Like
they
it's not like a
they
cheesy
look like
steak.
stainless. Yeah.
So
use those for other things.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be a steak we use for other stuff.
Grilling.
Yeah, but so yeah, you can stake this thing down. You don't have to worry about it moving. It's super lightweight. It's not heavy. It's not going to hold a ton of hair. And
you know another thing I'm thinking, because I try to visualize me using it. This thing has a ton of air in it right now because we just pumped it max, but I bet this would fit with less air.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
Or it kind of could be expanded to fit perfectly because it's full of air.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to trying one of these myself.
So yeah.
Look, it already fits just like that. It fits with a little less air.
Holy shit. Perfect.
Well, and that's cool because he's such a big dog. That way you can,
it's kind of,
you can inflate it when you get back to camp.
Right.
And honestly, once you get it in there, you could probably pump it up a little tighter now, and that way it's not going to move at all.
Yeah.
Done.
Perfect.
I think I would stick with that size.
Because he's such a big guy.
Yeah. Look at that, honey.
Nice.
Wow.
That actually works really well.
So now what you've done is you've deflated a
We
little
took
bit.
some air out of it, and it actually fits like a glove. Door shuts and everything. Still.
And so once he lays on it, he's going to have plenty of support. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Very
Perfect.
nice.
What's up, buddy? So, like I said, loved their first product. The Outask light was one of my favorite outdoor lights that we've had. And I think this, if you're traveling with your fur baby, definitely check this out because it's a neat product. I love people that are thinking outside of the box, and this is definitely that. All right, so what would you say in closing for the Outask all-terrain dog bed?
Looking forward to trying it personally.
All right.
I've sold myself.
Perfect. Perfect. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Henry, I hope you loved it, buddy.